What's up, guys? And welcome back. This is episode 4 of Dopeless Nation. Let's go. Yeah. All right. So, welcome back. Episode 4. If you're tuning in this week after what we talked about last week, thank you so much. You know, last week was kind of a serious episode, kind of heavy, I don't know. So if you stuck around, thank you. We talked about some real shit. The kiss of death and what it looks like when two people get into an intimate relationship sprinkled with codependency, unhealthy infatuation, maybe a little sex, and what that all looks like when all that just blows up and the fan. And we also talked about what the things are that we can do. Like, what are the things we can do to prevent those things from happening? And God forbid, if it does, what we can do to even recover from an unhealthy relationship so we can move forward and continue to cultivate some sort of healthy sobriety. Because really the end goal, right, the whole game is to get better, get busy getting better so we can stay busy helping others. So if you tuned in last week, thank you. That was some good stuff. You literally purchased a ticket for Oceanic Flight 815 and got lost with me for those 20 or so odd minutes. And today I don't really have a plan. I don't know what we're doing. We're kind of just flying by the seat of our pants. Maybe I'd play a song for you. I don't know. Some of you know, I mean, a lot of you don't know, but I'm a musician. I play music. There's an instrument or two that I might know how to play, but that's not what I'm thinking about. Like, I wasn't thinking about bringing one of those out and having like music hour with Eli. And a lot of you know, and some of you don't know, that in the past I've recorded some, recovery-based songs. So I have one in mind that I really want to share with you guys. And if we get to it, whenever, if I can remember, then we'll do that. So stay tuned. And don't forget to subscribe to the podcast. Wherever it is you're listening to this on right now, there should be a subscribe button. Go ahead and just dink it. And that way you'll get notifications when the new episode comes out. And then the last thing I'll say is dopelessnation.com, the world's hottest sober merch and recovery apparel on the planet. Go there, check it out, support the mission. I guarantee you're going to like what you see. We had you in mind when creating the products. So do yourself a favor and hook yourself up. I really don't have anything planned today. I'm being serious when I say we're just taking this week by week, trying to figure out what's going to work, what's not going to work, really take in your feedback, your suggestions, and try to mold this thing into something that you and a lot of other people will enjoy listening to. So I think it's going to be really laid back tonight. I didn't want to follow last week's serious conversation with another one. That's not the intent of this podcast. I wasn't going to do it to you 2 weeks in a row. I couldn't hit you back to back with some seriousness. You know, there is such a thing as listeners fatigue, and I don't want anybody getting burned out. I don't want to get burned out. I'm having a really good time making these episodes, so rest assured, I have you in mind as well. I got you in mind the same way I feel like the people that are in my life today have me in mind. And what I mean by that is, like, I really feel that the God of my own understanding, whatever it is that my higher power is, I feel like he's Nick Fury from the Avengers. And he's assembled this team of men and women in my life that really have my back. So it feels good to try new things. It feels good to get vulnerable. It feels good to practice working harder in all areas of my life. without the fear of getting burned out, because the people watching, the people mentoring, the people guiding, they got my back. And that's a really good feeling. I don't know about you, but I've literally been in a coma for like 90% of my life. And I don't mean like on a hospital bed. I mean, whether drug-induced, alcohol-induced, just pure laziness. I've wasted a lot of my life chasing the wrong things, doing the wrong things, and taking a nap with the help of fentanyl. So to be alive today, to be free from a drink and a drug, it's not about catching up. It's not about showing out. It's not about doing the most. It's just about living. I'm free today. Hey Siri, read my last text message.
You have recent messages from Aaron. Aaron said, Figgy, when are you dropping your next podcast? I really do dig it. Would you like to reply?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
That's what it's about. That's really cool. I'm really enjoying the feedback. I had another friend come up to me earlier this week and said that she wanted to hop on an episode. So that's something that we're going to try out too. Like, listen, I am open to suggestions. If you guys got ideas, feel free to reach out and let me know what you would like to hear, what you would like to see happen on this channel. So stay tuned. That's coming up soon. I got my really good friend. She's super creative, an amazing woman. We're going to sit down and have a chat, press record, and see what happens. And speaking of feedback, somebody reached out and said that they really dig the way I close out each episode with like getting that musical bed in the background and just, I don't know. The only way I can describe it is like if you were raised in a church, mainly like a Pentecostal church, where the pastor was getting ready to end the sermon, that one dude would walk on stage slowly, sit behind the piano, and just start playing quietly. Or maybe he's just padding some tones in the background. And then the pastor would just bring it home. Somebody was making a comment about how that reminds them of that experience. And it makes sense because, you know, that's a part of my history, a part of what it was like for me growing up. And so here it is, you know, it's translated into this portion of the episode where music comes on and I try to just sum it all up or whatever. I don't know, but it's cool. And so I thought we'd have some fun with that tonight. Usually it's on a serious note or we're just trying to drive home a particular point. And I'm a sarcastic dude. I like being funny. I'm a funny guy. And I thought it would be interesting to see what it would sound like if I was to read sarcastic, motivational quotes on top of a serious, emotional, musical bed and kind of just bring the episode home. So let's try that out. There's really no denying that laughter is the best medicine. What's better than a big, beautiful smile? Life can be downright stressful sometimes. There are relationships to maintain, bills to pay, a job that demands your attention, and other crises so big and small that can pop up at any time. It's easy to get burnt out after you've had a full day of drama. While sarcasm humor tends to have a slightly meaner tone to it, it can be just the thing you need when you've spent the whole day biting your tongue and keeping yourself in check. So, without further ado, Maestro. Oh my gosh. Here we go. I'm just trying to get in the mood since we're just like rolling right into this. All right, think serious. Think serious. Hey, listen. If you want to change the world, do it while you're single. 'Cause once you're married, you can't even change the channel on the TV. True bonding is when you and your friends are all angry about the same thing. That was a good one. How about this one? At every party, there are those two kinds of people. Those who want to go home and those who don't. The trouble is, they are usually married to each other. You never realize how truly sarcastic you are until you have a mini-me who acts the same way. Shout out to all the parents out there. My neighbor's diary says that I have boundary issues. People say nothing is impossible, but I do nothing every day. Listen, there's no secret about success. Did you ever know a successful man who didn't tell you about it? I am so clever that sometimes I don't understand a single word of what I am saying. Honesty may be the best policy, but insanity is the best defense. Hey, listen, an apple a day keeps anything away if you throw it hard enough. When something goes wrong in your life, just yell, plot twist, and move on. Come here, you big, beautiful cup of coffee, and lie to me about how much we're gonna get done today. I hate it when I think I'm buying organic vegetables, but when I get home, I discover they're just regular donuts. Oh my God. If you think you are too small to be effective, you have never been in the dark with a mosquito. I am not young enough to know everything. When one door closes, another opens. Or you can open the closed door. That's how doors work. Always remember that you're unique, just like everyone else. Nobody really cares if you're miserable, so you might as well be happy. They say each day is a gift. Well, I want to know where customer service is so I can return this one. It's amazing how you can have the worst day ever, but still laugh at yourself when you push a door that says pull. Do you need money for college? Need college for a job? Need a job for money? Who is the mastermind behind this system? And that's the end of that. Hey, listen, if you've listened this far into this episode, thanks. Thanks for putting up with all that. Yo, yeah, so I almost forgot. So I have a friend. I haven't spoken to him in a long time, but he's an amazing guy out of St. Pete. His name is Rob Palo. He is the owner of Rob Palo Photography. If you go to robpalo.com, you can see his amazing work. This guy takes the best pictures. The best pictures in the world. I'm serious. If you think I'm lying, I'm serious. Check out www.robpalo.com. That's ROBPALO.com. What's cool about him is that he used to make music. I say used to. I don't know if he still does, but if he isn't, I think he should. Anyways, a few years back, and this is what I was remembering. I think I said in the beginning of this podcast, I was going to play a song if I remembered. We did this song together about resentments in recovery, resentments in general. So some of the verbiage might sound familiar if you're a part of a certain 12-step fellowship. And I really think you'll enjoy it. So if you're still listening, welcome to the bonus round, because for the next 3 minutes or so, you are about to be blessed with some of the hottest music ever made. It's your boy Eli, featuring the one and only from St. Petersburg, Florida, the 727 Rival.
But we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much, feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent. All will be
Thought I was a king, I was a fucking joke. All I did was lie, slave, getting choked. I relapsed on them D's, I was fucking broke. I screwed over my friends when I fucking stole. Didn't think it happened, my pride and ego would keep me clean. Every time I share, they clapping, you know what I mean. That went straight up to my head, I was in the clouds. Quit working, steps and pride comes before the fall. Oh, you knew that, that's cool bro, true that. I was in the grips and I fucking slipped and y'all just fucking blew past. Don't fuck with E, he relapsed, he's a fucking thief beneath trash. Now it's R.I.P, a shame on me, don't give him no more key tags. Hold up, hey tell me when y'all became better then. Kick them while they're down and go and tell all your friends. The gossip and the storytelling, spreading lies, wishing death instead of breathing life. Well, that's no surprise. I wouldn't pay a dime for your clean time. I'm concerned about the quality of my recovery. I wouldn't change a thing, I wouldn't rewind. This relapse saved my life and ain't no one above me. The squad's still here, go and tell your friends. I'm busy cleaning my street and getting to amends. I'll let the fuck boys go ahead and talk shit. I'll be right over here, dropping mics, dropping hits.
Anger can be a tricky emotion to work with because it can feel really powerful in us. So even when we can see that our uncontrolled anger is causing lots of problems in our lives or in our relationships, we can be reluctant to give it up. We like feeling powerful. You know, we like feeling strong.
Yo, Eli, slow your roll. I feel your frustration, but you played a huge part in the role. Just let it go. It's none of your business. Surrender, accept that you're powerless. You'll never appreciate the taste of the sweet to taste of the sour is. Relapse is part of my story, so I know how long an hour is. And I also know there's no power higher than my higher power is. The broader the base, the higher my point of freedom. Self-service, God, goodwill in society, I need them. Peep the symbolism, just keep the simple in them. The quality of our life depends on how clean that we're living. And honestly, your disease wants you to act vindictive. The only promise we're given is freedom from active addiction. Ha! The rest are blessings, receiving the gifts of recovery. Uncovering the layers of the onion through self-discovery. Work the steps, focus on the goal and not the struggle. Check your ego at the door, that false pride will fuck you. Keep your expectations low, or resentments will grow. It's evident if we stay praying, then His presence will show. In the meantime, don't use it, go to meetings to gain some clean time. Channel your anger through paper and write some mean rhymes. The antidote for self-centeredness, my duty is service. Immerse yourself in the principles and watch your life have purpose. If nothing changes, you must be the changer. And always remember, forgiveness takes way more strength than anger.
Yeah, so that's it. And if you didn't know what was happening, now you know, the secret's out. I don't know if you know who's doing this show, so allow me to reintroduce myself. This is Dopeless Nation. Let's go.
We like feeling powerful. You know, we like feeling strong.
Man, that kind of like woke something up in me. Yo, I'ma see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.